Capricorn new moon, laying the groundwork. December the 30th, 2024. The new moon in Capricorn at 9 degrees 43 minutes invites us into Capricorn's cool, earthy slumber. This is Celestia Astrology, and I'm Sonia, and I'll be introducing you to some of the themes of this Capricorn new moon and showing you how to weave some of these threads together. This is a time to focus on stability, practicality, and long-term planning while we rest and regroup. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, is the cardinal earth sign, blending action with grounded intent. Saturn is currently found in the mutable oceans of Pisces, which could impede the solidity of the foundations we wish to build. The Exaltation ruler Mars is retrograde in Leo, re-examining the nature of what we want and will fight for, but unable to help us with any forward movement. The nature of Capricorn: Cardinal, Yin, Earth. Capricorn is a cardinal sign, initiating change and setting ambitious plans into motion with a pragmatic, steady hand. Its earth element focuses on the tangible and practical, favouring goals rooted in reality over lofty ideals and dreams. Capricorn's yin, or feminine element, brings a sometimes unexpected, receptive, introspective quality, encouraging us to reflect on our foundations and build from a place of inner strength. As a Saturnian earth sign, Capricorn thrives on discipline, responsibility, and the mastery that comes from overcoming challenges with a consistent, patient effort. Saturn's current placement in Pisces adds a nuance layer, asking us to balance practical efforts with emotional and spiritual sensitivity and bringing increased awareness or focus on boundaries. This blend of earth and water nurtures the seeds of long-term aspirations while honouring the ebb and flow of our inner world. New moon cycles. Every new moon signals the beginning of a new lunar cycle, offering a clean slate for new intentions and fresh starts. We are familiar with this feeling as we experience one every month. The monthly cycle lasts about 28 days, from one new moon to the next. For the new moon in Capricorn, on 30th of December 2024, the monthly cycle will culminate with the full moon in Cancer on the 13th of January 2025 and will complete by the new moon in Aquarius on the 29th of January 2025. There are also longer, emotional, practical and foundational journeys tied to this new moon that can be worked with until you see a culmination at the full moon in Capricorn on the 10th of July 2025. Over this 6-month period, the seeds of actions initiated or foundations planned during this new moon can reach their fuller potential. Within the moon family cycle, as outlined by Dietrich Pessin in Lunar Shadows 3, this new moon connects to an even longer cycle of lunations, which may be meaningful if you have placements in your natal chart activated by this new moon. This cycle extends over 28 months, progressing through 4 key lunar phases at roughly 9-month intervals, offering a much broader arc of development. The dates for these lunations are this new moon on the 30th of December 2024 at 9 degrees of Capricorn, the 3rd 2025 at 7 degrees of Capricorn, the full moon on the 29th of June 2026 at 8 degrees of Capricorn, completing with the last quarter moon on the 30th of March 2027 at 9 degrees of Capricorn. These interconnected lunations emphasize themes of planning, stability, and maturing growth over 28 months. We can track these cycles to see and work with the evolution of our goals over time, showing how each phase builds upon the last. It is ideal for bigger projects and longer-term goals in our lives if you wish to work with the moon. Working with the moon family cycle means setting intentions now with the knowledge that they will unfold in stages over the next 2 years. This longer timeline offers you the opportunity to approach your desires and goals with patience, allowing time for growth, reflection, and integration. This work is particularly effective if you have planets or angles in the cardinal signs: Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, and Libra, especially between 6 to 12 degrees. The decan, laying the groundwork. The first decan of Capricorn is ruled by Jupiter in the Chaldean method and Saturn in the Trappist method. blending expansive vision with disciplined execution. Kira Ryberg describes this decan as inertia, emphasizing the weight of responsibility and the need to overcome stagnation in order to move forward. Austin Coppock calls it the headless man, symbolizing action driven by instinct or necessity, sometimes without full awareness of the long-term implications. Nicola Allen offers this illustration of a dormouse, snug in its winter hibernation, with the title Lay the Groundwork. In the Wild Way guidebook, which accompanies the Wild Way Oracle deck, she prompts us to consider decisions. The cozy nest reminds us to think about our resources and assess whether we are in the best place for what we could hope to achieve. Could there be somewhere better? Now is the time to consider whether changing your circumstances, job, or living situation could be advantageous. The new moon in the first decan reminds us also to stay watchful as we see the dormouse with one wary eye open. The keywords from the Wild Way Oracle card for this decan are lay the groundwork, sense of place, grounded judgment, and foundations, and they capture its essence. This decan asks us to reflect on these structures in our lives, physical, emotional, and spiritual, and determine where they need reinforcing or rebuilding. Are we in the best position to achieve our goals? Or is it time to consider our location, relationships, or our resources? The Two of Pentacles, balancing resources. The Two of Pentacles is the tarot card which aligns with this decan, representing the need to balance priorities, adapt to change, and manage resources wisely. Like the dormouse preparing its cozy nest, this card reminds us to make considered decisions about where we invest our time and energy. The water flowing behind the character reminds us that our situation is in constant change. As Susan Chang writes for this decan in Dreaming the Decans, the year is turning. Fortune, bless the sands of time with happiness. The world's a wheel ever spinning. Opposing forces, new beginning. The Lord of Matter buys and spends. Common means to common ends. Endless are the ties of change. We profit when we rearrange. We barter our infinitude, and then we rise again, renewed. This speaks to Capricorn's practical wisdom, using challenges as opportunities to strengthen foundations and adapt to shifting circumstances on the ever-turning wheel of the year. The rulers of the lunation, Saturn in Pisces and Mars retrograde. Saturn in Pisces. As the ruler of Capricorn, Saturn in Pisces invites us to dream responsibly. It encourages us to blend spiritual insight with grounded action, crafting a foundation that supports not just our physical needs, but also our emotional and creative aspirations. Mars retrograde in Leo, the exaltation ruler of Capricorn, Mars, adds a layer of passion, action and conflict, but faces challenges. Presently retrograde in Leo, Mars encourages reflection on how we pursue recognition and personal power. The separating Mars-Pluto opposition highlights themes of power struggles, transformation, and the need to confront shadow dynamics in how we assert ourselves. Key aspects of the Capricorn new moon. Sextile to Saturn in Pisces. The lunation's sextile to its ruler Saturn offers opportunities when we take the mature approach and appreciate the importance of patience and persistence. Saturn in Pisces encourages us to weave imagination with discipline, creating structures that reflect both our practical needs and our dreams. This aspect supports steady progress and thoughtful planning, together with some flexibility to adapt. Averse to Mars. This new moon is averse, meaning no line of sight or traditional aspect to its exalted ruler, while Mars retrogrades through Leo. This could show the need to navigate ambition carefully, as the connection between action and result may feel obstructed, and our plans may be under more intense review than normal. Whole sign sextile to Neptune. Neptune's dreamy, imaginative energy harmonizes with the practical drive of Capricorn, encouraging us to infuse creativity into our plans. This aspect reminds us to honor intuition alongside logic. Whole sign square to the nodes and Chiron. The tension between the moon and the karmic nodes highlights a collective turning point. It represents a symbolic point known as the bending of the nodes, where things must change on our path forwards. The square to Chiron suggests wounds around self-worth or authority may surface, urging us to confront and heal these vulnerabilities, or otherwise take action to share what we have learnt with others. Whole sign trine to Uranus. Uranus brings innovative ideas and sudden breakthroughs or insights, offering a refreshing or disruptive counterpoint to Capricorn's methodical nature. Use this energy to reimagine outdated systems or approaches. Working with the Capricorn new moon. This new moon, despite its challenges, offers a powerful opportunity to build resilience and align with your long-term goals. Consider these actions. Evaluate your foundations. Reflect on your current circumstances, work, home, relationships, etc., and consider what supports your goals and what may need adjustment. Strategies for the future. Create a plan for your aspirations, breaking them down into manageable steps. Capricorn's energy thrives on slow, steady progress. Honour reflection and renewal. With Mars retrograde and Saturn in Pisces, this is a good time to reflect on how your actions align with your deeper values. Adjust your approach as needed. Are you honouring your own and others' boundaries? Balance creativity and practicality. The sextile to Neptune encourages you to blend inspiration with structure. Dream big, but anchor your ideas in reality. Heal and innovate. The square to Chiron may bring emotional challenges, but the trine to Uranus offers a chance to approach them with fresh perspectives and innovative solutions. Who will feel it the most? Those with placements in cardinal signs, which is Capricorn, Aries, Cancer and Libra, will feel this lunation the most, especially around 9 degrees of these signs. Earth signs may find the energy supportive for long-term planning, while fire signs may benefit from slowing down and review. Those with prominent Saturn or Mars placements may find this a good time to make a fresh start in the area of their chart that these planets occupy, especially if a change is overdue. The significance of the 9th degree. Do you have any planets or angular points, which is the ascendant, the MC, the IC, or the descendant, within 3 degrees, so that means 6 to 12, of 9 degrees? If you do, you may notice a longer-term shift of new beginnings over a 6-month period from November 2024 to March 2025. In fact, if we widen the window to fit fully within the 6 to 12 degree range, this period is even longer, from August 2024 to May 2025. You may already be becoming aware of what is being initiated for you, as the monthly new moons consistently activate these parts of your chart over and over. Do stay aware of what you are being shown is needed to come in for you, so you can work with this new start constructively in the areas of your chart that are impacted. An astrologer or an astro coach can help you look into this more deeply if you are affected. Final thoughts. Foundations for growth. The Capricorn new moon calls us to ground ourselves in practicality while remaining open to creative possibilities. By addressing areas that need strengthening and balancing ambition with reflection, you can turn this pivotal lunation into a moment of empowerment. Take inspiration from Capricorn's steady energy and the poetic wisdom of its decan. Even when the tides of change feel overwhelming, thoughtful planning and persistence can still lead to lasting success. Travel well, friends. If you enjoyed this, or found it helpful or useful, please remember to like and subscribe. It really does help make a huge difference for a small channel, and I really appreciate all of you who already support me. Thank you.